Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel if you are new. Hello, my name is V. I am posting one video every single day up until Christmas. That is 25 videos. We are on day 14. If you... God dang it. We are on day 15. If you missed any of my previous videos, make sure to check them out. Trust me, you do not want to miss out. If you are new to my channel, make sure you subscribe and turn on your post notifications as I'm doing tons and tons of giveaways throughout the month of December. Today's video is being sponsored by Modelones, so huge shout out to them for sponsoring today's video. I'm so excited to be doing polygel nails. I am going to be doing a New Year inspired design, definitely very sparkly with lots of bling. I wanted to kind of break up the Christmas nails. I know a lot of people do not like Christmas nails, so I figured I would start kind of weeding them out and start doing New Year designs as we're getting closer and closer to New Year's. So I'm really excited. I also wanted to mention that we are doing a giveaway on today's video. Again, huge shout out to Modelones for sponsoring the video and the giveaway. They have sent me some products to send to one lucky winner. You will be receiving their acrylic liquid monomer along with some regular sized powders. We got a few in here. Okay. And along with that, you will be receiving 12 of these tiny mini containers of powders. They're so little. Look at how cute these are. So you get to kind of sample them and see how you like their powders, and then shop bigger sizes if you do really like them. So you're going to be getting 12 different colors of the mini powders. That being said, how to enter the giveaway. Normally I ask you guys a question, and all you have to do to enter is comment your answer down below in the comment section, and you will automatically be entered. The question for today's video is, what made you feel like you should subscribe to my channel? Comment down below in the comment section and you will be entered into the giveaway. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Now let's get right into it. Getting right into today's video, I am using this really pretty nude color, and I'm going to be using this as my base, just basically to cover that nail tip. I was going to do them all clear, and then I realized that the practice hand tip is definitely white, so that wouldn't have looked cute. So I'm just going ahead and placing that along the nail bed, and then I'm going to lightly just blend it down towards the tip. I'm not ombreing it at all whatsoever. I'm just kind of dragging it down so that it covers that tip. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did forget how to do polygel for a minute. It was kind of funny because I got into it all confident, and then I remembered that we don't do it like acrylic. So if you see me struggle, I definitely am struggling. I'm basically pulling down the product and then just wiping it off on my paper towel just to get rid of any excess product. Again, I'm just blending it down towards the tip. So I did pre-prep my practice hand with the Makartt tips. These are the clear ones, and absolutely love them. They are full sculpted, pre-shaped squares, so you can use them for any shape that you would like. And again, I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that. I am placing a little bit of that base gel and using that as my slip solution per your guys' suggestions. I've learned that this is the better route. So instead of using the alcohol or the cleansing solution that it gives you, I prefer the base coat for that. Now I'm taking a lint-free wipe and some swipe and just cleansing that surface of the nail. I'm going to be layering on more product, so I am cleaning it just to make my life a little bit easier. I found that it adheres a little bit better. So I'm taking this really pretty clear polygel with some iridescent glitter inside. I'm showing it here for you guys. And then I'm also gonna use the same hue glitter. It's just different shapes. They have different ones on their site. It comes in a collection of these really pretty iridescent glitters along with butterfly ones and heart ones. I am obsessed with them. They're so pretty. So I'm going ahead and applying that on the tip. I'm going to be blending that up into that nude color. I ended up deciding to just apply it on the tip, kind of like an ombre effect, instead of covering the entire nail as I originally planned. I placed a bead of that onto the tip and I'm just gently blending it upwards, and then I start patting it into place, kind of moving it along where I want it to go. Very easy to work with once you get the hang of it. So if you've been wanting to try out PolyGel, definitely recommend them. This one is definitely a little bit easier to work with compared to any other polygels that I've used. This one's definitely not as sticky. Now I did decide to use the star-shaped one on the ring finger just as an extra little accent. And because these are New Year inspired nails, I wanted to give kind of that starry effect. Now I'm going in with the same process, just lightly patting it into place and lightly dragging it. I tried to use more of the patting motion just because I feel like it's easier to move it where I want to, versus if I start dragging, it will become kind of stringy and I like it to stay put as much as possible. Now I did end up adding just a little bit more of that glitter onto the middle finger because I felt like it was a little bit too clear and I wanted it to be a little bit more sparkly. So I'm just patting that into place. Now a little funny story for you guys. So I grabbed this tube of what I thought was clear polygel. You can see me struggling after I applied it. So the bottle said acrygel, and if I'm not mistaken, to my understanding, that is polygel. It's just a different name. It's technically like acrylic mixed with gel, so it's like polygel. Well, I was like, this can't be it. It's way too watery. What the heck is happening? So then I looked down further on the container and it said building gel. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, okay, maybe I'm mistaken. So I get onto Modelones website and it says the same thing. So I'm like, oh my gosh, maybe this is builder gel, like, you know, the actual like builder gel. So at this point, I kind of caught on. I think it was after this finger that I looked it up. And so I was like, okay, let me try to apply it as actual builder gel. I played around with builder gel long time ago, like way back when, before I even started doing nails. And so I kind of know how the process goes. So I tried to do that on the rest of the nails. So you'll see me do it a little bit easier on the middle finger and the index finger, because that's at the point where I caught on to what the heck was happening. So basically I'm applying the bead of that onto the nail, and then I bounce it back and forth and kind of roll it around to where I want it to go. Such a way easier process. I cannot believe I thought it was polygel. So my mistake on that, and that's why it was a disaster to begin with. But once you start kind of just dragging it around, what I love about builder gel is that it self-levels so nicely. So if you do put way too much product on one, just lightly drag it to the opposite side and it blends so nicely. So it's definitely one of those products that I remember I enjoyed using it. And so I was like, oh my gosh, this is taking me back. But funny little story for you guys. So I'm taking another bead of that onto the ring finger and doing the same process, just kind of bouncing it back and forth with my brush and then lightly like dragging it around where I want it to go. Now for this type of product, I do recommend you cure it in the light, at least flash cure it in the light, so it doesn't run everywhere while you're working on the rest of the nails. PolyGel is definitely a lot thicker consistency, so you don't have to worry about it running. But this product, definitely recommend you flash cure in between fingers. And it is easier when you're working on an actual client because you can always go back and forth. Alternate the hands so you're not wasting time. So I accidentally stopped recording and started my filing process. No biggie, I'm still going to be showing you guys the rest of that on the rest of the nails. So the nails weren't in a perfect condition when I first started. You guys know I like to focus a lot on my application, but with PolyGel, because I'm so new to it, I still struggle. But this goes to show you that you can still fix it, and because it's such a thinner product, you can file through it so easily with little effort. So I'm going in with my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file, and I'm just going to be doing the full filing process with this other than the cuticle area. So I start off with these sides and then I go over top of the surface, making sure everything is nice and smooth. I've mentioned this before, and I just like using a hand file just because sometimes I feel like I have better motion with it and it just goes a lot quicker for whatever reason. So I'm just going in again on the sides and then over top of the surface. I like to go vertically up and down as it speeds up the process a little bit and you get a nicer transition from the cuticle area down to the tip. Now that I am content with the surface of the nail, I'm going in with my Kiara Sky e-file. I have her at about 7,000 RPMs because it's polygel. I don't know, it kind of freaked me out to go a little bit higher. And I'm using my 5-in-1 carbide bit. This is medium grit from Kiara Sky as well. And I'm just filing around the cuticle area and then on top of the surface, very, very gently going around, just making sure that the product is nice and flush to the natural nail. And then I'm also blending that transition from the cuticle down to the middle section of the nail because I didn't go up too high with my hand file. Now I am flipping the hand to look at the nails from the client's perspective, and then I'm just scoring off these nails, being very, very careful on holding that finger very, very firmly so that the nail doesn't wiggle back and forth, as that can cause discomfort. You want to make sure you are looking at every single angle when you are doing nails, as sometimes you can miss little details that can definitely make all that difference. I'm cleaning the surface of the nail with a lint-free wipe and some swipe, just making sure everything is nice and dust-free and prep for our crystal application and our top coat. I'm going in with my jewelry gel. You can absolutely use some of your clear polygel or even that builder gel that I used to encapsulate. Those will hold on the crystals very well as well. Now I'm going in with these really pretty AB crystals, different shapes, different sizes from Profiles Backstage. I'm just taking the dotting end of my crystal picker tool and applying some more gel wherever I need. And then I'm going ahead and applying them. I'm basically clustering them all off to one side. I just go with these type of designs, and then any little areas that I feel could use a little bit more filling in, I am taking caviar beads and using those as fillers. So you'll see me take these tiny little balls and just place them throughout the design. I'm going to be doing another design on the index finger. I wanted to not really take away from the glitter that I did use, so I'm only placing some on the ring finger and the index finger. Again, I'm applying some jewelry gel wherever I'm going to be placing the crystals, and then I'm just kind of going with the design again. This is one of my go-to designs. I start off with a bigger bead near the cuticle area, and then I bring it down the center, and then I kind of curve it out into the cuticle area and bring the sides down as well. Now, of course, don't forget to cure this in the light. I like to do 1 minute to make sure all the crystals are nice and put. Now I'm taking Gloss It from Not Polish and applying that over top of the surface, making sure that I am covering the entire nail and doing an even thin layer. Now I'm going gently around the crystals, and then I'm going to be taking my brush and gently going around and in between the crystals. When you're using caviar beads, that helps a ton as well, because you can actually go over top of the caviar beads and it's not going to ruin the shine. You definitely want to avoid the surface of the crystals themselves though. I'm going to go ahead and finish applying that top coat. Don't forget to place that in the light for 1 minute. I like to do 2 minutes just to make sure everything is nice and cured. But that basically concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. One lucky winner will be receiving that. How to enter. I normally, guys, I was doing so good.